getting into the thick of the holiday season, and you might be wondering what types of gifts to be getting your reptiles and the reptile lovers in your life. And I'm going to suggest my personal top 5 picks of what you can get as gifts, so stick around. My name is Nick Pulaski. Growing up, I have always had a passion for wildlife, and with that passion, along with my passion of filmmaking, I get taken on some amazing adventures creating wildlife content, getting up close with a variety of incredible animals. So come follow along as I pursue my goals of educating, inspiring, exploring, and conserving wildlife, all while having fun, seeing the beauty in our natural world. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me here today, and happy holidays to you all. So you probably clicked on this video trying to brainstorm what are the perfect gifts to potentially get that reptile lover in your life, or your personal reptile yourself. What could you potentially get? And that's exactly what we're going to be going over today. And the first suggestion that I'm going to have right off the bat is smart plugs and timers. You can never go wrong with these things. I personally love them. I personally use timers, and I'm starting to use smarter technology with smart plugs. It's working great. Great features to have if you have multiple enclosures or even just one enclosure. It's great to just have these things to kind of make things a little bit more autonomous in your reptile keeping, or for that reptile keeper. They are going to love this technology for sure. It definitely makes things a lot easier, not having to walk into there and turn off the lights manually yourself. Maybe you're running a little bit late or so on and so forth. It's definitely a convenient feature to have for your reptile for sure. Definitely making sure that the lights are turning on at a specific time and turning off at a specific time. It's just a really truly convenient feature that I personally love. Keeps your animals on a nice day-to-night cycle as well too, that stays consistent. So that consistency is always a bonus. So I personally love these things with the smart plugs. I personally love using those as well, where I can turn things on and off at any given point if I needed to. Wherever I'm at, I can do that from my phone. That's also a great feature as well too. So I love these features to have, and I definitely recommend them. It's a great way and a new implementation that I highly recommend. It's a great gift that I would definitely suggest as well. So definitely look into smart plugs as well as timers as well. They are great, and they are definitely bountiful this time of year for sure. For certain species that require a higher humidity or more tropical climate, I would definitely recommend this, and that is a Mist King system. So this will definitely help with humidity levels, making sure that the animal is getting the proper humidity and misting that it would require as well. Another great automatic source as well too, to automatically mist rather than using a spray bottle. This is a very convenient way to make sure that you are keeping things at a consistent level and time, to make sure that your animal is getting the consistent misting that it needs, and you don't have to constantly again be there to be misting the animal as well. They do run a little bit pricier, but they are definitely worth their weight in gold, and there's a reason that they are so popular in the reptile world for animals that are more tropical and require a lot more humidity, because they are such a needed tool for sure, and a necessity to some people as well. Very convenient, very easy to set up for multiple enclosures at a time as well too. Definitely would recommend, and can't speak highly enough. Ever since I started using my Mist King system, it is working great, and it is a really cool feature to have. It's a really cool feature to have in an enclosure for species that require or would need it. Definitely would recommend it. The next gift suggestion that I personally would give is a gift card. Now, I'm going to mean this in two separate ways here. Starting with, instead of buying an animal for someone, I normally do not recommend doing this, even if it is something that they are personally ready for. They have the enclosure set up and so on and so forth. I did a whole video about this last year as well, on why pets do not make great gifts, or maybe if they should, this is the reasons they could be making great gifts. But you should definitely check that video up above. It is a great thing that goes a little bit more in depth about this topic. But if they are someone that is prepared to get the animal, it's probably better to give them a gift card or the cash for this animal. That way they are able to pick out the animal personally, and it is definitely an animal that they for sure want, rather than you are gifting it to them. Live animals of any sort are definitely not something that you wrap up and put under a Christmas tree. You definitely don't want to be doing those kind of things, and I think it definitely makes it a more personable experience when the person that is getting the animal is getting it themselves. So making sure that they are picking out the animal, so on and so forth. Those are the things. So always a gift card or some sort of gift credit for a certain person that's a breeder or a vendor or a store and so on. That is something that I would definitely recommend doing over buying the animal itself. Don't do that. Don't put it under a Christmas tree. That's not what you want to do, no matter what it is. A reptile, a puppy, a cat, you know, you don't want to be doing those types of things. Oh, another thing that you could do is you can definitely get a gift card to get the supplies needed for an animal as well. So anything that they are needing, whether it's different materials for upkeep for their animal, like cocoa blocks or different beddings, those are great things, as well as gift certificates for feeders. So if you are getting feeders from different sources, having those gift certificates are very, very helpful. Trust me, when you are going through rodents like I am, those are very, very helpful gifts. People do not understand that, but those are great, great gifts that I can't recommend enough. They are awesome. So if you know someone that has a bigger collection, definitely recommend those kinds of things. As we continue going down this list of my personal suggestions, if you have suggestions of your own that would make great gifts for reptiles and reptile lovers, definitely leave those down in the comments below. It would help me out as well as it would help other people out as they continue their holiday shopping. Definitely leave your suggestions down below. We all would appreciate it. Next gift suggestion that I would personally recommend is this guy right here. You can't go wrong when you need a temp gun for certain things, and people always lose these things. I personally keep mine on a shelf, so I always make sure that I put it back there, but there have been times where I have lost this thing and I was freaking out because I'm like, I need this thing right now, and I didn't find it. So these are always worth their weight in gold for sure. Temp guns are amazing. They are not something that's truly expensive as well too, so you can pick these up anywhere at a hardware store, Amazon, anywhere. These guys are awesome, so definitely recommend temp guns, as well as these guys right here. These guys are also great for anyone that is handling snakes or any sort. These guys are also great to have on hand as well, so you can never go wrong with gifting out a snake hook as well too. All different sizes depending on the animals that they are working with or you are working with. Those are also a great gift idea as well too. So temp guns, snake hooks, definitely recommend those as well too. Great gifts. And going back to the gift card side of things, I get it. If you don't want to be someone that's giving out a gift card and you personally want to pick out an item, maybe see what kind of items they would personally want and need. So I'm talking about like decor or hides or lights. So anything like that. If you get the proper bulbs or fixtures or hides that an animal would need, or any sort of supplies that the animal would need, or decor, cork bark, anything like that, those are also great gifts as well too. Very thoughtful things if you want to get those kind of things supply wise. That is something also as well too that I would definitely recommend, and you can't get enough of those. You always want to have different things on standby. If you have maybe just one reptile, it's sometimes fun to shake it up a little bit and give different things for the animal to kind of go through and explore, change up its environment a little bit too. So having different things in terms of supplies is always something great. So can never go wrong with more supplies. It's always good to have more than rather than to have less. So if anything gets broken or anything like that, at least you have something on backup with this thoughtful gift. So definitely recommend getting some supplies as well too. Great gift idea. All the gift ideas that I've currently brought up already are fantastic gift ideas. Like I said down below, leave your suggestions if you haven't heard one that I'm personally giving out. But there is one more that I want to give you guys right here, and it is this. It can be given in two separate ways, I would say. This is a hangable whiteboard right here with some markers and even some cork sides so you can tack things on as well too. This is one of the suggestions. I personally am going to start using that myself. I also have this right here. So this is kind of like a little binder that I have with a notepad inside. This is how I keep track of all my reptile care, my breeding projects, and so on and so forth, and any other things and goals that I personally have. Anything reptile related, all my business cards that I've gotten from people and different vendors that I personally work with, so on and so forth. I keep all that in here so you have good bookkeeping. And I'm going to start doing so with my reptile care and my routines with this whiteboard as well too. So I'm going to have everything laid out. It is a great way to stay organized, keep on track, make sure everyone is monitored and staying healthy as well too. Keeping track of weights and different progress of animals as well too. Breeding projects is great too. Seeing when things have been paired, track of the eggs, when they were laid, when they're going to hatch, so on and so forth. List goes on and on of different options that these things can be useful for, and they are truly useful for, because you don't want all your information scattered around. You may be looking for a business card from someone that you personally bought from, and you're like, I just can't find this business card. You can keep it all in here. I definitely recommend doing stuff like that. So that is something that is super, super handy, very easy to find. You can get these things obviously anywhere. You can go to Target, you can go to an office store, you can go to your drugstore probably and find a binder, you know, just something very, very simple, very thoughtful gift, but a great way to stay organized, keep your bookkeeping, and make sure that your animals are staying well maintained. That is the key. So I definitely would recommend doing something of the sort with those kind of things as well too. It's definitely helped me throughout the years, and I would be lost without it. So highly recommend doing something like that in the future as we're starting out a new year as well too. Might be something good to start keeping track of and doing and getting into a routine of. Otherwise, guys, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know down below if it was helpful for you guys, or if you have any other suggestions. I want to hear all of it down below. We're all trying to help each other out at the end of the day. So I appreciate you guys for leaving your suggestions down below as well. I also appreciate you guys liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It truly means the world to me, as well as hitting that notification bell so you know when I upload. And also too, share this video with a friend. If they are lost and trying to find gift ideas, this video will definitely help them. We have plenty of weeks left until Christmas and all these other holidays that are coming up, so definitely recommend giving this video a share to someone out there in need of this information. It's definitely going to help them out for sure. As well as definitely check us out on our social media as well too. I will be definitely posting a whole bunch of cool things there, and any cool different gift ideas that I personally find, I will definitely share them there as well too. Otherwise, guys, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful and safe holiday season, and good luck shopping out there. And until next time, I will see you guys soon. Take care.